Jona Potskivanok, Sziasztok. Hello ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. Today I'm at the Göcseji Museum in Zalaegerszeg. This is a museum of what a traditional village would have been like in the Göcseji region. So the Göcseji region is in western Hungary within the county of Zala. So we're in Zalaegerszeg, which is the main, well, it's the capital of the county Zala. And then on the outskirts you've got this rather interesting little museum. So we're just going to have a walk around the museum and I'll show you what there is. See, there's a traditional belfry there, and then this building here, this is a water mill, and I understand it's one of the buildings to actually be originally on this site. The other buildings have been moved here, so there really was a water wheel here. And then we can see down there, there's some water that's fed from the River Zala. The River Zala is what the county takes its name from. As we go up here, we've got a few fronts of some of the houses. We're going to go down there over the bridge and walk around. Now, one other thing that is here, which unfortunately I can't show you today, you might just be able to see a bit through the trees. Next door is the oil museum, which I'll be very interested to have a look around, but that's not actually open during the winter hours. So what that does mean is I'm going to have to come back here another day, and we could do a video on that, because that would be very interesting to see. I'll give you a preview of that video for another day. Through there you can see various oil extraction machineries. They also have got a narrow gauge locomotive in, so there's a bit of rail interest, hence how I know about the place and why I want to visit. But the village museum is also very interesting. I did visit here about 10 years ago. So I think here we have a bridge here over the River Zala, like I say, the county which the village takes its name from. It basically flows from west to east, flows from up in the hills, eventually flows down into Lake Balaton. Yesterday, I didn't make a video, but I went to Uris St. Peter, which is up near the Slovenian border. That's also on the River Zala, so you've got this really nice scene here. And then looking that way, that kind of goes beyond the public parts of the village. So you've got various little cottages and houses from different eras, but you would have found these in the Göcseji region. Most of them we can't go inside. Again, it's a reason to come here in the summer. So I would suggest, if you are thinking of coming to visit, you do get a reduced price. It costs 750 forints to go in today, which is about, in English money, about £1.50. So it's not a lot to go in, but it'll cost a bit more in the summer. But then there'll be more to see. So we get to here. So I think this is the river. There's a bridge, and here the water flowing. You can see the water's at a different level. So this is, as it's been dammed, you know, they've used the river for the water mills. There's a stream going off down there. We're going to head along here. We'll have a look at some of the traditional houses and see what we can find. So as we go up this part here, look, you can see, get a nice view of the water mill, better view from what we could see earlier. Also, because it's very clear, every time I look into the water, you get pretty much perfect reflections. So yeah, here we are. This is that's the water mill. So I think if I was to visit in the summer, you'd be able to go inside. So maybe in the summer I should also not only just make a video next door at the oil museum, but perhaps we could do a bit more interesting video. Could go inside some of the buildings. But what is great for today is the fact there's not so many visitors, so it's easy to make videos. See, there's the water flowing through. So I assume there would have been a water wheel here once. Whether it's been ever going to be put back or it's been taken away for restoration, I'm not quite sure. But that is a water mill. And now as we go along here, we can see a few different types of traditional houses, looking very different from, you know, the houses we're used to today. So we've got this one here. So I understand that the museum's been around since 1968. They've gradually been rebuilding various different houses and buildings from traditional, well, from the Göcseji region. Some machinery and a goose and some chickens in there. We may see some other animals. We'll have a look around. So we go back out here, and then we'll have a look at the next few houses, and then we'll go back along on the other side of the river. So whilst in the UK I do my Classic Village of England series, it's a bit like a similar concept, except this is purely a museum. It's not an actual, people don't actually live in these houses anymore. So we've got another house here. Unfortunately the courtyard is closed, but if it was open, so if you, again, if you visit in the summer, you'll see a bit more. And then up ahead of us, that looks like a barn. There's a bit more over there, but that's not open today, so we won't be going over there. It'll be a bit more interesting in a minute. We're going to go and look round the farm area, and when we get to the farm area we should see some more animals, as I said. Yeah, so look at that. That's yeah, it says no smoking for fairly obvious reasons. Interestingly, now I'm not sure about this, but over there there's an interesting looking wooden house. Almost looks more like something you'd see in further east in Russia or Latvia, or well, that's north, but anyway, you know what I mean. So it doesn't look like something you see here in Hungary. And here I always think these are cool. They call these a bug hotel or insect hotel. And then we'll walk round here. There's a little church round here. And yeah, so we've got a church here, which once again isn't open, so we won't go inside it. And then see these ceramics. These are made by, what was his name? Yeah, Németh János, or so in Hungary they'll put the surname first, so Németh. So his Christian name is János. He makes these ceramics. You can see these all over the city of Zala. You won't just see them here. Oh, sorry, all over the city of Zalaegerszeg. You'll see them. So there we are. That's the church. And then in here, we're now sort of walking into the farmyard. It does feel a bit odd, the fact that there's not many people here, but then despite the mild weather, it feels more like a spring day. It's actually a Monday in January that I'm making this video, so most people, you know, and it's a Tuesday, so most people are probably at work or school. But if you were to come here, I once came here at Easter time about 10 years ago, and it really was quite busy. That's quite interesting. You can see, I'm sure some of the houses were made out of wattle and daub, so you can see how they would have constructed the walls before they clad them. I can hear a dog barking. I'm not sure if that's a dog next door, if that's a dog that lives here. Over there, that tower block, that's not part of the museum. Oh, I've got 4 faces all staring at me over there. Let's go and have a look. I'm going to say hello to them. Oh no, you're not going to run away, are you? There's 4 goats over there. Yeah, and they're all staring at me. And then as I walked over, and they're sort of half looking at me. But yeah, we have 4 goats who aren't quite sure what to make of me. So, there's some goats. There's more farming machinery there. Oh look, there's some sheep. I think they've been taken inside. There are some volunteers moving some animals about. That sounds like a donkey, but look, see over there? There's a big sheep with, you know, really sort of curly horns. I could see them in another field earlier on when I was walking around. But they just all ran across there, so I can only assume the staff here are moving them. I don't think they've escaped. I don't want to go too close because they've all disappeared now. But with those horns they've got, yeah, you don't want to get up close to them. So we'll go out here. We're almost back to where we started now. But like I say, my main reason for visiting here, or my main interest here, would actually be the oil museum, which is next door. Yeah, look, can you see them over there? See those sheep? Like I say, I don't want to get too close to them, just because they don't. Normally I wouldn't, more cattle I'd be a bit wary about going close to. Wouldn't normally think too much of sheep, but those ones, just something about them. Anyway, we get back to here, back to the banks of the River Zala, over there. Like I say, it's perfect almost in that you know, there's the reflection is, it's nice and smooth. Look, there's those sheep again. Are they going, maybe they're going to bed? Look at his horns, they're massive. Yeah, I think they've been out in the fields to graze and they're going to bed. That tall building, or not building, but see that tall thing there, I think that is part of the oil museum next door. When I say yesterday, I went on the train to St. Peter yesterday. I could see them. You could see them from quite a long way around. So I think, so like I say, we'll come back another time and we'll visit the oil museum. But this is what a traditional village in the Göcseji region of Hungary would have been like. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please do feel free to like, share, comment and subscribe. Köszönöm szépen, viszontlátásra.